After finishing 2 bottles of this, I could say this is not my favorite hair foam. I just want to throw it back to 2016 when everyone was going crazy over these.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
Hello vlog. In today's very late upload, I'm going to be talking today about all of my product empties. If you tuned into one of my earlier vlogs, you remember me putting aside a bunch of products that were empty, and here is all of the things that were in that box. In no particular order, I'm gonna start talking about everything, and then I'll be updating my description box after I upload the video so you can check that out. So first things first, if I had to choose one brow pencil out of all of the brow pencils that I ever liked in the world, the Benefit Precising My Brow would be my go-to. So I have 3 packs here, and they are all in different shades because I was going through different hair phases. So I had one for my hair in its current state. I had one for my hair when it was mostly red, and then another one for my hair when it was brown. So between the fall of last year and now, I've been using the shades 4, 4.5, and 5. I knew that I was really gonna make this video because I kept some of them as well as the mini. So this next product that I have is the One Size Beauty Until Dawn, and I have replenished this can probably 3 or 4 times in the last 2 years, and this is actually the last little bit that I have of it, so I've been trying to hold on to it, but the Sephora sale is coming up soon, so I know I can always replenish it, especially now that it's the holiday, and they have that duo set. The next thing that I have is something that I haven't used in a while, but when I did my prep for my face today, I tried it because I kind of forgot what a gem this was. I remember using it back in 2021 with the foundation when it launched, but I honestly do not think I would pick this up again, not because it's not a good primer, but it wasn't memorable enough for me to have any real thoughts on it. I'm pretty sure when I was using it, I was really in love with it, but compared to the primers I'm using today, not super impressed. Keeping with the Huda products, because this one was the water jelly, I believe it was called. This is the modified version of the original Huda foundation. This one, I remember loving it a lot back in the day. I don't think I would repurchase this either because of all the foundation formulas that Huda has. The stick foundation is one that I will have to repurchase because it's so easy to travel with, and with this one, I believe that the finish is just not what I'm looking for this specific season. So I could also change my mind later on, but for right now, I'm pretty solid on my choice. So next we have a hair product. I don't really talk about hair on my channel, but since I've been doing a bit more of my hair refresh videos, I've been using a lot more product. So this is the Holy Grail. This is the Nairobi Rapid Shine Foaming Lotion, and after finishing 2 bottles of this, I could say this is not my favorite hair foam, especially for natural hair. I think it does well if you're using weaves, if your hair is relaxed, but for me with natural hair, I don't really think it does much of anything to my hair, so will not be rebuying. Next, I'm just gonna pull out all of the cleansers that I can see, and all of these are foaming cleansers. I believe that I've mentioned in the past how much I love foaming cleansers because when you're taking off your makeup, you do need something with a little extra oil in there to really break through your makeup, and I feel like foaming cleansers have that aspect or component to it compared to regular cleansers. So all 3 of these would be highly recommended from me in the future. So if you ever see a skincare video, if it's not these 3 specifically, it'll be other foaming cleansers. I haven't really found one that I didn't like. That brings me to this cleanser. So I used this in the travel size just to see if it was all liquid cleansers or just specific ones, but this one is definitely not one that I would say is a go-to. I feel like it's not sudsy enough to remove makeup for me, but if I was just using it to wash my face first thing in the morning, then yes, good cleanser. But for makeup removal, because I feel like I have more lazy makeup removal days than actual skincare related days, so I need something that's going to get me in and out, as opposed to first step cleansing balm, second step face wash. I prefer something that does a little bit of both. Then we have foundations. So this is the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and this one is the Clinique Even Better Clinical. These two foundations, they did really well. However, this one, I think it's a little too dry for me, so I will not be repurchasing this. And the Clinique foundation, because this is one of my recommended products, I definitely would keep replenishing it because I think it's a lot more hydrating and it has a semi-matte finish, which is something I prefer as opposed to something that's completely mattifying. Next, we have body care. So this is going to be the tradh scrub. I remember it being really good for the time that I had it, and personally I feel like I have to go through too many of these, so let's see what scent I come up with next. Definitely will still replenish it, but maybe not this one specifically. In my Urban Skin RX phase, I used all three of their cleansers to sort of determine which one I think is the best for my skin type, and I would have to say overall the Even Tone Cleansing Bar 3-in-1 treatment, this one I think is the best one for my skin type. But now that I have all of these empty, I will be recycling them for future DIY scrubs. I did not mention if I would repurchase them, but out of the three that I've tried, I would replenish the green one. So I need to show you guys something. This is how much I love the Clinique High Impact Mascara. I have 3 empties and I still have 2 of them that are unopened. So if that's not a good recommendation for a mascara, I really don't know what is. But now that I'm using the High Impact Hi-Fi, I feel like I found a new favorite mascara from Clinique. In other Clinique products, we have Moisture Surge. Apart from all the full bottles that I've emptied, I need you guys to see the travel sizes really do it for me. They hold me over till the next gift with purchase, or just really in between any replenishment that I have. Here are the actual full sizes of Moisture Surge. Now this one, as you could tell, I tried to get every bit of it, but with this one you see that it has a product still in there. But do not be like me. Do not leave the product open to the point where it oxidizes and turns into this unusable jelly paste. Like, this was definitely a waste of product, but that's why we have backup samples. As I was mentioning before, I do love tradh scrubs, so I like to try a few of them. And I would say these are the only 3 that I've purchased, I think, ever. And they typically do last a long time. So I have the vitamin C sugar scrub as well as the cocoa colada. And I think out of all of them, scent-wise, I really prefer the vitamin C over the other ones. So it's definitely giving in the future. Smell it before you buy it. I also just finished the Idol mascara from Lancome, and this was my holy grail for about a year, in rotation with, of course, all the other ones. But if I had to put one in my bag every day, this one is what it was. But now that I found, like I said, a new mascara, I'm gonna put her on pause for now. Back over to here, we have the Curly Pudding from Miss Jackie's, and this has been empty for a little while, so I really don't remember what it was like. But the fact that I was able to empty it, I believe that it must have been good enough for my natural hair. But I haven't worn my natural hair out in a while, so I really do not remember what this one was like. But she's empty. So then we have the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. Completely empty. I'm still using it to this day, so it's definitely something I would repurchase, and I actually am excited to try out the charcoal cleansing balm as well. I didn't even realize that I had another empty cleanser, but this one I started using, I want to say, in March or so, and this is the Total Cleanser from Fenty Beauty. And I remember purchasing it during a Sephora sale, forgetting that it was there, and then using it after. And what I discovered from it, which is what I discovered when I first started using it, is that this is the reason I love foaming cleansers. So this one was another Sephora haul product, and this is the Blueberry Bounce Gentle Cleanser from Glow Recipe. I finished it only because I had no other face wash at the time, but I will not be repurchasing this because, like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of regular face wash. I don't think it does much to my skin, and I think my face felt very dry after using it, so definitely is not something I will be repurchasing. This one from Anastasia is not necessarily a product empty, but it is a dried product. And I just want to throw it back to 2016 when everyone was going crazy over these. I just feel like they could have added a few more natural shades for brown skin. I'm pretty sure I've used it a couple of times, but what's this? So the last moisturizer that I have is the Laneige Water Bank Blue Hyaluronic Cream Moisturizer, and I really enjoyed this one, but this was not the one I was originally supposed to purchase. I was supposed to purchase the gel, so I mean, it did what it could have done for a cream, but I will not be repurchasing this one. So we're coming up on the end soon, and this is the Estee Lauder Take It Away Makeup Remover Lotion. I do not like lotions for removing makeup, so this is definitely a no. This is definitely a will not repurchase for me. I use it because it was there, but I would not purchase it again. I finally finished my 𝕊𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒 serum. I mean, there's still stuff in there, but I can't get it out. And every time I try to do this, it kind of just goes all over the bottle and it doesn't make it out. So let's say goodbye. It's the end of an era. Here on my final two products, and this one is a Dr. Bronner's Pure Castor Soap. One is in almond, and loved every drop of this. That's why I bought it in this size. And then I did a Target haul last summer, and this is the OGX Smoothing Plus Coconut and Coffee Body Scrub. Really, really, really enjoyed this one. Will be repurchasing both of them. So this is pretty much the end of the video, and I feel like I have a lot more repurchases and I have a lot of will not repurchase. And of course, I feel like my reasons were very valid. If there are any of these that you found as your holy grail that I had a difference in opinion about, let me know down below, as well as if we have any common favorites, let me know too. Bye.